Salutations, felicitations, and jubilations for it is yet another exciting episode of JCServant Plays a Dragon Quest 11S. I'm on part 22 now. We basically finally got Eric fully into the party. I could actually spec him and all that other fun stuff now that we've been through his memories and what have you. And so it is time well, one thing is hardly anyone, we never, I was thinking last night, we never went back into the town, and so I want to go back into the town just to see what the queen has to say, because I don't think that usually there's a wrap up with whoever sent you on your quest. This time the game seems content with just like, okay, bye, So I'm gonna go talk to the queen. Phil's quest to find his lost friend and a way to Arborea continues as he finds himself in Snufflheim, where he offers to help investigate gold fever, an odd affliction that's been turning citizens into solid gold statues. As they search for answers, they learn of Eric's early life and help him recover his lost memories. Hoping to find a way to save those who've been turned to gold, they infiltrate Gildenot's castle, castle to learn that the horrifying truth. Their leader, Gildiga, is none other than Eric's sister, Mia. They eventually overcome her, but this causes their powers to spin out of control, threatening to turn everything around her to gold. Eric prepares to land the killing blow, but Phil sees that Mia has returned to her senses and stops him in the last second. Realizing that he still has a chance to save his sister, he dives into the fray, paying no heed to the magical forces running wild around him. He takes Mia in his arms, and as he does, the curse is broken at last. With gold fever gone, the people of Snufflheim who returned into statues are restored to their human forms, and Mia is taken to rest in the church, weakened but back to her old self. Eric has finally found the forgiveness the seer promised him, and the party sets out once more on their quest to see the Lord of Shadows defeated and the light return to the world.
Something is not right here. Be on your guard. Behind me.
Now, for y'all watching video on demand, this is one of the few cutscenes I'm going to skip because the dragon's voice is very irritating to me. He basically just says, I'm evil and I'm here to stop you. So this essentially means we're in a big boss battle that I went ahead and reset from my last attempt because Jade kicked the old kitty bucket and I want her to get XP from this. I do. Let's revamp. Oh, this looks like fun. Oh my gosh, she even put on the bunny outfit and everything. Bet you that's even more fun with Oofle. So the hero, he's just along for the ride, like Final Fantasy 12 Vaughn. No, he's definitely the protagonist. He's a luminary. He's not just a... Vaughn was not the protagonist of that story, right? He was not the one causing change or anything along those lines.
We have not done yet.
Helm Splitter saps the target's defense.
Helm Splitter.
Alrighty. Oh, her magic points restoring. That's always nice. Okay. Here we go. Buffed up. He's not sapped all the way, but buffed up her. Look at that. 700 points of damage. I'll take that. I'll take it. Gonna keep everybody healed up. As I really don't know when Pumpkin's gonna hit me with some sort of silliness. Bezel Freeze, Caster Sugar, Anti-Magic. Has a chance of stopping enemy spells. See, his stuff is a breath, and I think somewhere breath attacks. This protects a single party member from breath attacks. It protects all party members from breath attacks.
Get the old blood pumping? Hey!
See if that doesn't help. He missed with that breath, so maybe it is working. Oh, that just looked painful. That really looked painful. That's what I'm looking for. Give him a little love there. A little love tap. Me insulate everybody again. Double dragon breath protection. Wow, good job! Well, that paralyzation lasted. I was about to say, bosses can be paralyzed, and it lasted for like less than a turn. It actually made him skip one of his 2 attacks, so I'll give it that. Still don't need to heal, though. So he's just going to get a little love kiss right there. Lower his defense even more.
You shall not prevail.
Wow, that breath thingy's actually... That could be my breath defense there, or the best RNG in the world. He's dead. Have a nice day.
Score 1 for the good guys.
That was like a 5-round
The
fight.
great Sylvander grows even greater.
Oh, I don't want to hear you talk. Basically, I'm a bad guy. You will die.
What the? You can't move.
But I had breath protection on, Eric.
Piteous wretches.
Prepare to be consumed.
No.
What is that awful noise? Oh, is that Serena? Yay! Another party member!
Beast, be gone, thou black offence! May heaven's winds propel thee hence!
Saved by Luigi!
Don't worry, everyone. I'll have you back on your feet in no time.
Who are... No way!
Bold luminary, Yggdrasil's chosen, long have I waited to greet you. We of Arborea swear to protect you. While we live, none shall defeat you.
Welcome
It's ever
back!
So nice to see you all again.
A real healer.
Serena, it's really you. Thanks for helping us out there. But where did you spring from? And where have you been?
I've been trying to make my way back to Arborea ever since that awful day. But I got rather sidetracked seeing to those who needed my help. When I heard that the golden iceberg blocking Sniffelheim Harbor had melted away, I decided to try and make my way home from there. I never thought I'd meet you on the way.
You're heading to Arborea, eh? We're on our way there ourselves. Reckoned you keepers would be the best folk to ask about a certain sacred flying contraption.
A flying contraption? Well, I've never heard of such a thing, but I'm sure Father Benedictus will know something about it.
I love long hair that blows in the wind. I just like the...
It's so wonderful to see you all again.
It's
Would
good
you
detail.
mind awfully if I tagged along with you?
You think? Suri rejoiced to profit. Look at the investment. Was it worth resetting just for Jay to get some XP she should have gotten anyway from random battles? Yes, because that battle took all of 1 minute. That was your reinvestment, was that 1 minute. Right? If that was like a 30-minute fight, no. But that battle was, okay, maybe 2 minutes.
If we follow the path up the mountain, we'll be in Arborea in no time. Well then, shall we?
Now, the other 40 minutes was spent fixing, getting Eric up to supposedly his full attention, learning more about him and his place, and all that was time. Yeah, but that would have been time I would have sunk anyways. All of that would have been stuff I would have done anyways at some point in the game, right? I need to look at Eric at some point. He's back in the party. I need to look at Serena now, right? I need to look at her build and stuff because now she's come back into the party. So that's stuff I would have all had to do anyways. I just decided to prioritize it there to see if I could make use of them in the battle, which the answer ultimately was, nah, I think Jade is still better. But at least I got to do the experiment and find out for myself after everyone's telling me that, Eric is the best thing since sliced bread. Like you said, and I think you're right. I think if you talk about in-game stuff, where you have, tons and tons more talent points, skill points to work with, then his build could ultimately be significantly more powerful than what I have for her right now. Sure. And mind you, it only works against single targets when you're fighting a boss, because the multi-thrust normally randomly attacks people, which would spread out the damage. And instead, like when you're dealing with a single boss, all those attacks are going to go onto the boss. And whatnot. See, Tam knows. Tam knows where the powerhouse is at. Yeah. Right? Because there's only 4 slots in a combat part. Why not use both? Because there's only 4 slots. So when you have 8 characters and you only have 4 slots in the frontline combat, you're going to... it's a competition. You want those slots to be filled up with the most effective party members possible. That's why. That would be why. I gotta beat up on one of these guys. Now, when I'm doing these random battles like this, I actually tend to sub in Veronica for like a Jade or Sylvando, because she's a better AoE person. She's just booming all over the place. So... oops. But Luminary now has one decent AoE, so might as well put him back in. I wonder what Serena has. Let's put Serena in there just for giggles. So Hendrik is tanky. By far, he has the highest defense, and he has the aggro ring, so he can pull more of the physical attacks, because Rab dies, and I assume Serena, the healer, dies if you're using her as healer, like nobody's business. So the more aggro I can pull by somebody with higher defense, the more likely I am to succeed. And the Hendrix, for his own right, does pump out decent DPS. And he can sap, and in a pinch he can heal. So he's pretty valuable. He earns his spot on the list here. Let me fight while I talk here. Actually, let me use tactics. Everyone fight wisely. We'll let the computer decide.
Accept your fate.
So no, I like Hendrix in the front line a lot. Hendrix is quite useful. He's essentially a paladin. And if you're going with the normal tank healer DPS combo, he's undoubtedly your tank. And then usually I have like a Jaden for DPS. I have usually Rab has been playing both roles to a degree. He's usually your buffer debuffer to a degree. But then you also have Sylvando, who also plays this support role in buffing people with oomph. And healing, he's really good with that hustle dance when Rab is too busy being Rab and to be, either doing DPS or, doing buffs and debuffs. He's also very manly. Hey, Monkepi, how are you doing? Yeah. Just make everyone deal damage, heal, and tank down with the Holy Trinity. But you need healing. Like, you can't just be like, no, you know, have everyone deal damage and heal. Well, oh, yeah, down with the Holy Trinity. No, you can't. So while Hendrik can heal, he's not nearly the best healer. He doesn't have any AoE heals. He heals in a pinch. He's not your go-to healer. He's also, while he does good damage, there's no way to build him in a way that he's going to outdamage Jade, much less Eric. Like, I would take Eric over Hendrik if all I cared about was DPS. Yeah, you could have Hendrik with the two-hander. I'm going for, you know, the more of the tanky with him, so I have him with the shield. And I had Hero using dual wielding. In fact, I should probably go back to that, but I don't think it really matters when the computer's controlling him. Half the time they keep doing special abilities anyways.
Excellent.
Our triumph was never in doubt.
I usually have, like, I think the cool thing about Luminary is it's easy to swap him between, let's say, a sword and a second. Oh, I gave his really good weapon to Eric. Give me back your weapon, Eric. The Zombie Slayer. There we go. So, just in tearing through monsters and stuff, that two-handed setup works decently enough. Oops. But I think a two-handed system would also be good for doing more damage. I mean, against the smaller enemies, it's really kind of a moot point. Things die so quickly, and they really don't do a lot of damage. I can put the computer on autopilot, and I just, yeah. It's not Shin Megami Tensei.
This is awful. It was so beautiful here before.
Our poor little angels. Veronica, Serena, please come back. We'll do it.
Fidelis, Alma, you must not lose hope. Veronica and Serena are the heirs to the power of that most holy of sages. As long as they are together, there is nothing that can... Oh.
Serena? Is it really you?
Mother? Father, you're alive!
Oh, Serena, my little angel. I never thought I'd see you again.
Serena, my child, have you come back to us alone? What of Veronica?
She's not here. But I thought she must have made her way home already. She's certainly somewhere nearby. I can sense it. Somewhere north of here.
You can really tell where she is?
Yes, it's her. I know it is.
Well, to the north it is, then. Europeans and Valsis are not playing on stronger monsters. Yeah, right? If there was any reward for playing on stronger monsters, I'd consider it, but as I mentioned before, this game's already taking me a while because of how carefully I and stuff and all this other jazz. I don't feel like padding the time even further just for sake of saying, hey, I played it on a harder mode. They need to give you special rewards for doing that stuff. And I mean more than just an achievement. Though they probably did have an achievement
Veronica's
for it.
really here? If she is, she's keeping a low profile.
Monkepi, was there an achievement for that stuff?
When we were children, Veronica and I would often come to this grove to play. I was sure she would be waiting for me here. Veronica! Veronica, where are you? Oh.
Uh-oh.
There she is! I knew it!
Oh, could be a trap. Be careful.
Wake up, lazy bones! You'll catch cold sleeping outside like this.
Oh, something's creepy going on here.
Veronica? Hmm? Look, her staff is shining, and so is the mark on your hand.
Underneath all your
Do
armor.
you think if you touch it, you might have one of your visions?
It's not a sphere, it's more like a dodecahedron. Phil is transported back to that dark day.
Oh no! This can't be happening! If Yggdrasil falls, the world... I have to do something. You're the only ones who can save this world. Don't let me down. You have to go on without me, Serena. Look after the luminary.
She mouthed something there. That bright white screens could give me a headache.
Veronica, you gave your life to save us.
Oh, she said goodbye? Ah.
No.
Oh, darling. Even in your final moments, you were thinking of your friends.
No!
Oh, Veronica.
Why must the good die young?
And in her case, she was really young. Wait a minute. I thought it was Eric who's supposed to die.
She wasn't here after all. She's gone. But I will not let her death be in vain. Where she led, I must follow. I have to tell everyone. I have to tell Mother and Father.
It should have been Eric. He's useless and has no personality. It should have been Eric. All right. I don't want any spoilers of what's going to happen at all, so make sure you stay away from those. But for those of you who played the game, and that's a lot of you on the stream, how impactful was this moment when it happened to you on a scale of like 1 to 10? And you can add any other description to your feelings, but at least want that 1 to 10
great
rating.
and glorious
Please.
Yggdrasil, whose holy heart is the symbol of all life. Today, we mourn the
that's not
loss of a beloved child of Arborea. Though she came into life with another of your hallowed leaves, she departed this realm
Oh, you
alone.
can't see it on low res. Is there
May
such
she
thing as a
one day
PC controller?
return to you and bloom again
Yes, the
upon
Xbox
your
PC
branches.
controller, made specifically for PCs. It's great. I love it. Don't leave home without it. Got the Bluetooth one, so I don't have any cords. It works perfectly. 0 out of 10. I'm not even playing this game. You're funny, Chaos. You're funny.
I thank you all for gathering here today to celebrate the life of my dear sister. Even in her darkest hour, Veronica thought not of herself, but only of protecting the luminary. She was a keeper to the last.
If a controller can be used on something else, it's still a PC controller if it's made primarily for the PC. No one would suggest that a PlayStation controller, which technically can be used on a PC, is a PC controller or anything else other than a PlayStation controller. It's a PlayStation controller that can be used on a PC. Same thing with that. The Xbox controller for the PC is made specifically with the PC in mind. It just can probably be used on the Xbox, I imagine, though don't quote me on that. I don't know. It's in the name, you would think.
I ask that each of you offer up a lock of hair to the sacred flame, that its light may guide her on her way back to the World Tree.
Except the tree's burnt. It fell. There's no tree. There's no tree. Okay, whatever. Oh my gosh, guys! What if I lived there? What lock of hair could I give? I almost have none left.
Oh, Veronica, my little angel. Ah. Curse you, Mordigan. Why could you not have taken me instead?
My darling, darling daughter. How could you leave us without saying goodbye?
It's like saying Kleenex, Chaos. It's a brand, right? But it's really a tissue at the end of the day, right? Every controller is a PC controller. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not talking to you guys anymore. I never get anybody.
Serena appears
Guys, tell me what your
steadfast
ratings are
despite her
for
grief,
this moment if you played this game
but the
before.
sight of her poor parents is heartbreaking indeed.
My child, I must speak with you and your friends.
I already got yours, Cass. I want people who played the game before. How much did this moment hit you on a scale of 1 to 10? How impactful or lack of impact was it on a scale of 1 to 10? And if you want to put down why justifications for your score or some details of how you felt, I'd love to see that too. I'm really am curious. I'm very, very, very curious about this moment. Go to Cathedral. Okay, gotta go Cathedral. Let's go to Cathedral.
Forgive me for summoning you here at this time of sadness, but there is something I believe you will be eager to hear. You came in search of the sacred conveyance upon which Erdwin and his allies rode out to face the Dark One, did you not?
How did you know that?
Some days before your arrival, Holy Yggdrasil granted me another vision. I saw you, honored luminary. You were standing alongside Serena upon a great white object that transported you to an island in the sky. A strange and beautiful place.
And you think this was a vision of the future?
I do, for in my dream, Veronica was not with you. I have been greatly troubled as to what her absence might mean. I had hoped and prayed that my fears were unfounded, yet, alas, they were not. Which made me wonder if the conveyance upon which you stood might also be real. And then I remembered.
You took 3 works off of...
Cetacean.
Oh, come on, guys, be
The legends
serious.
tell of a divine being who soared through the skies on silver wings, a beast summoned to Edwin's side by a mystical melody. Perhaps it was upon Cetasia's back that you rode in my vision. And perhaps the island upon which you alighted is the next step on your journey. I intend to scour the annals for indications of how she might be summoned. I will inform you forthwith if my researches should prove fruitful. Now, the day's unhappy events have surely taken their toll.
Go and rest at the inn. Where's the bank person? I got money. Not much. Six out of 10. I guess she's a regular in my group. The dead night feel hears the mournful tones of harp drifting in the air. You can't sleep in armor. That's extremely uncomfortable and bad and everything else. That's terrible. You should have taken off your armor, Phil. Stupid luminary. Do you guys... Oh, hey, bank person's back. Oh, you just want to talk. You don't want to actually provide me with bank services. I see how it is. You don't like to serve people in green. It's almost as if the sky is crying. It's rain like this when I last saw your mother. That night when I fell into the river and you drifted away from me. I swore I would one day grow strong to protect the people I love. But I still have a long way to go. We're lucky Veronica had the strength that I didn't. Oh, hey, there's a treasure chest over there. Screw the music. And can't currently be discussed. Now we're more interested in what you say. Who says? Oh, now we're. Oh, you're saying about Moncappy, yeah. You can't just say that and expect us not to be curious. It would have been more impactful if they showed the Veronica scene when it happened, right? I think that was one of my, you know, I think you kind of hit on one of my sentiments in my head. Now, there might be another reason for that, that they delayed that. And, you know, if she's not really dead, for example, maybe. They didn't want you to go through 20 hours thinking she was dead. I mean, right now, I'm going under the presumption she is really dead. I mean, we did see her kind of dissipate in front of us, and the whole town mourned. So, but you know, fantasy, video game logic, magic. You can't really count any party member out when they say they're dying. Hell, sometimes you can't even count the NPCs out. Yeah. I've all played video games before. She's not dead. I know, right? That's the other thing that doesn't really help. We all need time to think, but not brood over too much over things we can't control. I want to make sure everyone smile, but is that even possible? This depressing music is making me all mopey. It's coming from the inn. Okay, it's coming from the end, but I was just at the end. But okay, whatevs. At least he can hear where it's coming from, because apparently my character has no awareness of where sound is coming from. This is the Dragon Ball Z of RPGs too. This is true. I was just curious what the impact was at the moment you felt it, right? Even if she comes back later, obviously that would take away from the impact after the fact. I've said that before. If you kill a character, you need to keep them dead so that there's, you know, some weight to it. But this is kind of the big thing for me. You guys heard my rant of Final Fantasy XIV, but with that even said, it's like, what about this particular moment? Probably should have got a real singer for this. Song will have more impact to someone singing
It's
it.
a love song from the Age of Heroes. The story of a lady pining for her long-lost sweetheart. No one remembers who wrote it, but I've loved it since I was a little girl. You know, something's been bothering me. Veronica? We were born at the same time, so our leaves bloomed at the same time, didn't they? Do you think they'll fall at the same time too?
I don't know. You've always been a bit slow, to be honest.
Which is pretty funny that she said that. I have to say, that was one of those fun Veronica moments. That
I
was,
hope they do. Serena, I want you to promise me something. If anything happens to me, promise you'll finish this without me.
I shan't promise anything of the sort. I don't even want to think of such things. If only I had promised to do as she asked. Perhaps she might have been able to make her sacrifice more easily.
Herfrog, you played through this, right? Welcome, by the way, Herfrog. You played through this, right? I don't know how when you jumped on, but you played through Dragon Quest XI before, right?
She was right, you know. I always have been slow. When it came to talking, or walking, or learning magic,
When
I was always a step
when it came to
behind
this
her.
scene where Veronica passes away in front of everybody, on a scale of 1 to 10, how impactful was it to you emotionally? And would you care to share any additional thoughts as to why that was? Whether it was super impactful or not, or somewhere in between? Out of
But
curiosity.
now I must tread my own path. Alone. I hate to ask, but would you mind awfully not going anywhere for a little while? I think I'm going to cry.
Serena is apparently very broken up. She gives it a 10 out of 10.
Thank you. I'm sorry to be such a bother, but I shan't be one any longer. Veronica died to save me. I must make the most of my life, for her sake.
Oh, she's doing the Final Fantasy IX haircut! Holy shiz! She's
No
doing
more
the Final
tears.
Fantasy IX
That was
haircut!
the old me. Goodbye.
Oh, now you have to, if Square Enix didn't own both of these IPs, they would have to pay royalties here. She now has hot mom hair! Oh my god, you guys are terrible.
What in the world? I feel different.
Oh, well, that probably means Veronica's really dead if she just sucked up Veronica's powers.
Thank you, dear sister.
Oh. Okay. She Highlandered her sister. She just sucked up all of her powers. Just, you're a wizard, Serena. Well, she is named Serena, so I guess we should. That was a little foreshadowing. Just her name was a little foreshadowing. She's now the most powerful member. No, what the rest of the party should probably be a little concerned, because anytime one of them dies, Serena's going to be there to vampire away their powers. She's going to be there to slurp them up. That's Veronica's real power. She acts all nice and sweet, but she's really like a lich. She just sucks up everyone's powers as they kick the bucket. She's actually on this journey because she's hoping to be there when Mordegon kicks the bucket so she can become the new Dark Lord. Just suck up all of his powers too.
Good morning, or should I say good afternoon. The sun's already high in the sky. Father Benedictus dropped by earlier. He says he has something to show us at the top of the mountain. Everyone else has gone on ahead, but I thought I'd wait for you. Shall we go and join them? There's a little door to the right of the cathedral. The path is through there.
Let's see here. So Serena here with a rather large, if not the largest, board. We got whips, Vim, skills and stat boosts for Saint Veronica that offer incomparable protection to incoming enchantments. Really? Incoming enchantments protection? Fire and earth resistance, sage breath that gradually recovers, magic points, ice and wind damage. It'd be nice if there was like a spell or something that really reduces chances of getting hit with ailments. Oh boy, well, I can spend all day on this. Won't be doing that right at the moment. Yeah, I had her learn all the hymns to reduce elemental attacks. Interesting. Harpistry. Skills and stat boosts for string instruments includes a suite of songs for increasing magical mending, max magic points, and improving elemental resistances. If we take a look at her spells, she's got, oh goodness gracious, she's got too many things to do now. Frizzle, small fireballs, little big fireballs, incinerating fireballs. She's got the smaller ice spells. She's got her own swoosh. She's got Kuswoosh. That's new. Bing bang boom. We got whack, drain magic, oomful buff, kabuff, accelerate magic barrier bounce. Got the debuffs. She's basically Rab but better. Something like that. Oh! Heals all out. Well, there's got to be a special. Magic point costs 0. Even brings him back from the dead. That must be special. Okay. Well, that's super fun. I gotta, it's that time. I gotta get ready, get over